For better and sometimes for worse, soccer is one of those games in terms of rule changes, especially dramatic ones, very rarely changes, right? When we look at NFL and Major League Baseball and even hockey and a lot, there's you go back, 15, 20, 30 years that are or longer, but just in that time there have been a lot of changes to the rules, changes that change the games dramatically. Soccer has not had that. Okay. However, they have been contemplating changes to in an area that I have long, long wanted to see at least a test of a radical change. And I'm going to give you the changes they're looking at, and then I'm gonna run mine by you and think let me know in the comments what you think of all of them. Now, of course, a rule that drives a lot of people crazy is the offside rule. Okay, I think we all know that. A lot of people would like to see changes. We've seen minor changes recently. It's very difficult to call correctly, but also I think in the way the game has evolved in the modern game, it's just less and less offensive magic, less and less creativity, less and less freedom. It's very robotic. Everything's very predictable for the most part. It's very difficult to break down defenses. And at the risk of sounding like one of those people with other sports, I would like to see a little more offense in soccer. It doesn't have to be crazy, but I would like for, say a 3-2 game to be a lot more common than it is now. I don't think that's a lot to ask. And of course, in order to do that, we've got to see more shots, more quality shots, because it is not easy to score in this game. So, look, the British Football Association, they are opposing a proposal that came from Arsene Wenger, yes, the longtime, very successful Arsenal coach who made proposed changes to the offside rule. They believe that this daylight rule, and I'm going to show it to you, which will keep an attacker. Listen to this: onside, if any part of the body that can score is level with or behind the defender. And they are opposing that because they think it is too drastic of a change. So, what we are looking at here basically is something like this, right? Like say, and I have the red first so you can kind of see. Now this defender could be anywhere, but I just wanted to show you where that is. So right, so that back foot is even with the defender. So that with Arsene Wenger's rule change, because that is obviously a body part with which you can score, that would be considered onside. Obviously, that would make a pretty big difference, although it seems small in the game, and that is why the uh, British Football Association is opposing it. They think it would be too dramatic a change, too big of a change. Defenses would have to push up even higher. That, of course, is, as you can see there, is or drop further, I should say, which of course is obviously true. And UEFA is supposedly in agreement. Now, what they are proposing some change. That's interesting. They are proposing a compromise where the attacker would be offside if any part of the torso is ahead of the defender, while feet, legs, and head would not be measured. Okay. Now that's a little more difficult for me to show you if you can envision that in a way where the torso would be offside only if any part of the torso is ahead of the defender, while feet, legs, and head would not be measured. So I don't know if I guess they figure the offensive player is has their feet ahead, but they're leaning back so that their torso is not. At least they're not really in a position to accelerate and run, so that maybe negates any advantage with the feet. That is all that I can think of in that situation. Apparently, FIFA they proposed the new trials are authorized next month by the IFAB, which is the game's lawmakers, before a change is implemented. I don't think it should be is implemented. That's what I got anyway, but may be implemented. The British associations have one vote each on IFAB, while FIFA has four votes, and any decision needs six votes to be passed, and there are a total of eight votes. So 75% in order to pass it. The UK's four nations hold 50% of the IFAB votes because they invented the modern game and formed the original board in 1886, predating FIFA. I'm not even sure if I could. I was playing around with this, and I'm not even sure if I could show you how that would look. The torso. I mean, it would be like the opposite of this, maybe. Like so the torso is ahead, but the feet aren't. So that would be okay. But if it was the opposite of that, I guess it wouldn't. But here's my quick proposal for you. Here's something I would love to see. Now, look, there would take some experimenting because this is a dramatic change to the game. But I would love to see a league that implements it for a while and sees what happens. Now, we all know, right? You're on your own side of the 50. You're onside, right? You're onside. So what I would like to see, because what we get when the ball gets into, when the ball gets into the offensive third, when they get possession in the offensive third, right? We've got what we get a lot with this is the defense really pushes up. You see them when the ball's in possession, in here, they rarely drop inside the 18. So it's very compact, very tight. Obviously, offside plays a huge role. It's very difficult for the offense to create anything. So here's what I would like to see, and I'm not sure where the line would be. I think offensive third, but maybe it's 30 yards out. Maybe it's 35, might be too much. Maybe it's 25, right? Like maybe this is the top of the D. Well, that would be what, 7? That would be, yeah, that'd be 25 if we did it right there. So here's my proposal. It would be like hockey. The ball gets inside this area, and then it's just like you're in your own half, and you cannot be offside. It would force defenses to drop a little bit more, right? They wouldn't be able to step up and create offsides and really compress and the pitch, which would make it difficult. So there would be more space for offensive players to create. Now we could get into something where, maybe you can't be inside like for any of you ever played 3v3 real quick, like in a league, and you can't be in the little box in front of the goal. There's no keeper. Maybe it's that. Maybe there's you can't be inside the goal box unless the ball's in there, or you're behind the ball. Okay. So if the say the ball's down at the end line here, then you can be in this area. Maybe when it's anywhere else, it's like so there would be some tweaking and everything. It's a radical change, obviously, but I would like to see the game have open up and have a little more space in the danger areas, in the offensive part of the pitch, because it's just gotten. I feel like the game has gotten really, really stagnant. Everything's very predictable in terms of what offenses do. Defenses push up. It's we don't have the big slow guys in the back, right? They're smart. They're obviously the keeper is an extra player and offensively and all of that. And it's just very, very difficult to break down a defense. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on both rule changes and also my proposal. What you would like to see, which one in those you would like to see, if any. If you have a different idea, let me know that as well. Appreciate it. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will tell you right now my goal, and that's why, it's getting me to actually start being more consistent with videos on this channel. I am determined to have 1,000 subscribers on this channel before the World Cup starts. So maybe you can help out with that, and I will talk to you later.